So if you've been following me for a little while, you might know that I moved recently and we're in this new house for us, but it's an old house. We're in the process of renovating, reorganizing, and for now, we're just happy with the space. I'm content with my kitchen. It works, it functions, even though it's not exactly to my liking or my style, but it's okay for now. This is the way I'm simplifying. And little by little, we're going to renovate, we're going to fix it up, we're going to make it exactly how we want. But for now, I'm learning and I'm practicing just making things simpler for myself. I know it's temporary, but there are still things that I can do while waiting for the big works and big renovations. So before we actually get to redoing our kitchen, I'm learning to just work around what I have. So I don't have much cupboard space, so I have to kind of add some little odd pieces of furniture here and there to kind of have enough space for what I need. But I think the in between is a great time to learn to simplify, and I'm kind of getting used to certain things, and it makes me realize that I like having certain things in place, and it's a good way to plan ahead for the next kitchen. So I may be doing a few videos around my home of different ways that I'm learning to simplify in those spaces. And mainly because I'm realizing that in order to not get overwhelmed or stressed with everything to do at once, I'm going to be content and happy to live in the spaces that I have for right now, not just hoping for the next thing or waiting for, oh, when we have the time to do this, when we renovate this space. I think part of simplifying is just doing with what we have. That's definitely something that I'm learning, growing into, and especially lately in this season of my life, going through perimenopause and midlife. I'm definitely noticing the benefits of going a bit slower, being a bit more gentle with myself. I'm not as energetic as I used to be, and that also shows in my home. I don't have all the stamina and all the strength to lift this, do that, move this around all the time, find the best way. I'm content with finding what works. I don't have to find the best way, the quickest way, the most efficient way. And that's really part of simplifying for me. So, to start off, I'm going to take you through a little tour around my kitchen, my in between kitchen, because it's not where I want it to be. Every stage is beautiful, and me just learning to appreciate everything I have in this new home, most of all, the peace and quiet, is a gift for my self care and well being. So here's my little card. If you haven't seen it yet, you can download yours from the link below. And this is where I wrote down all my little go-to tips for simplifying this space. Instead of just talking about it, I thought maybe I'd show them to you that I've recently been paying attention to and prioritizing. Number one is this little sponge holder. I found this online and it's so helpful. I can't imagine how happy I am with it. I got it black to match my sink. That's where I keep my little scrubbers and my sponge. I love that it airs out, yet still has a space for each one. So I have my scrubber and then I have my little brush. I just keep it like this. And what I love about it too is when I want to clean the sink, I just take it off the hook like this. It comes with a sticker, and then I can clean inside and then just hook it back on. So I question myself, why didn't I get this sooner? I love it. It's so practical instead of having your cloths and sponges all over or behind getting your counter all wet. The next thing I've done to simplify is get each of us a different colored glass. I'm very picky about how things look in the kitchen, and to me, more colors or different sizes and shapes equals more visual clutter. But I wanted to try this out. So I got this little tray from the dollar store, and I found these glasses, 4 different colors, and we all chose a color. And now, instead of having glasses scattered all over the counter all day long, because my kids would come and pick one up in the morning and then they would just leave it in the afternoon for the rest of the day, but nobody remembered whose glass was whose. So they'd go and pick another one from the cupboard, and on, to where at the end of the day, there was like about 10 to 12 glasses on the counter. Sometimes we also had a dishwasher full of glasses. This way, we all have our glass. We can drink freely when we want. I love this little drinking station at the same time, at the same place. So we have some bubbly water for those who like it, and it's right by the sink so that it's easily accessible and nobody has a hard time remembering what we did with our glasses and where we put it. Another little thing I've done to simplify is just have a little tray like this. Okay, let's hide all these cords because this is not beautiful. This is clutter, which I'm going to handle and take care of another time. But anyways, we're talking about this little tray here. So here are the essential spices that I use every day, probably every meal, not just every day. So cayenne pepper, salt. We have coconut oil. I have my other little oils here, and rock salt, and then a few essential spices. And this is what I use all the time. So I have it right here by my stove. And then for our other spices, I have them here. It's not totally practical yet. I would like to get maybe a little lazy Susan, because when I have to get something from behind, I have to take everything down. So I'm going to still try to simplify this area, but at least it's labeled so I can see what's there. Here are my oils and vinegars, but I try to fill up these little sprays because that saves me so much time. Anyway, so that's number 3 part of simplifying in the kitchen. Number 4, simplifying in the kitchen, is using these little muffin trays, or I'm not sure how you call them, cake trays, that have different levels, and use them for everyday things. So I do use them when guests come, and I put little cakes and muffins or cookies and sandwiches for tea parties. But instead of finding them a place in my kitchen, I also use them for everyday use. It saves space rather than have to have all these on a separate bowl in a separate basket. And then I have another one here for my fruit. So right now there's a lot of fruit flies, so I keep most of my fruit in the fridge. But this is another beautiful little cake stand, and I get to see it and enjoy it every day. My next simplifying hack is having this little cupboard with all these jars. And I've recently labeled them. That way it's so easy to use and to handle and to find things again without a lot of headache. And they fit just perfectly here. Then I have other little containers for snacks or sweet snacks. Here are the savory snacks, and here we have our vitamins. So we can easily just take these out. So these ones are from IKEA. I find them so helpful. You just take them out and put them on the table, get what you want from it, and then just put it back with the handle. So if something is not in a jar, it can be in a little bag. So then we can mix and match and have snacks as we wish. Of course, here there's some other nuts We have all our cereals here, flowers. Another way to simplify was to create myself this menu. So I have here the proteins for our lunches and dinners, and this saves me so much time trying to figure out what to make, what to cook. I still need to think about the menus because I need to find out what do I want to include to go along with that protein and what kind of meal I want to make, but at least this keeps me from having to worry or think about keeping things balanced and having a variety throughout the week.